Okay, the way that happened was it was kind of earthy. Uh, I was on the street, and Alex came over and introduced herself, and we chatted back and forth, and that went on for 5 or 6 weeks, and I would run into her because I used to go down there at night. What I was doing was picking up clients. I would see a working girl, and I'd give them a business card and say, if you ever get into a problem, or preferably before you get into a problem, call me and we'll sit down. In fact, at one point, I had set up, everybody turned it into a joke. They called it Robert's Hooker School, and it was Street Walking 101. And I would tell them things to try to keep them out of jackpots. But Alex finally said, I'm looking for an old man. I've never had an old man. And in street vernacular, she said, I'm going to choose you. And I said, okay, what does that mean exactly? Why? And she said, well, the bottom line is, the truth is that I want to make it with you. And I know if you're not my old man, it's never going to happen. And that opened up a door on Alex, because she said, and this you'll have to bleep out, she said, I don't free fuck anybody, not even you. She said, if I did, then I would be just another chippy. And she said, if you paid me, then you would be just another trick. So I'm not going to let that happen. So I said, all right. And she said, okay, does all right mean you're my old man? And I said, yes. And she said, okay. Well, she took money out of her pocketbook and put it into my shirt pocket. And I said, tell me what's going on, because I was very interested. It's a whole lifestyle. And she said, well, that's what I made today. And she said, that's the rule, is that my money goes to you now, because now you are my old man. But the rule I didn't understand was that was money she personally made. The money that came out of the bordello, that was not the same money. So that was how I got in with Alex. And we went together for over a year. I had no idea what was going on. It was an educational process for me. And I've had people on our poster. There are two lines, and they're very apropos. My friends call me the working girl's attorney. My enemies call me the whore lawyer. They mean the same thing, but it was the different way that they were said. But yeah, Alex basically turned me out, because she was the one that was giving me all the backstory on it, and I got very immersed in it. There was a salt and pepper team, and the one that ran the crew was she was the dom in the group, and the other girl was totally committed to her, and she was the passive side, but they worked as a team, and they would put on live sex shows in the various hotels. Getting back to Nikki for a second, Nikki was very smart. She was very